Well, I'd say it's been a while since we talked about this topic, hasn't it? It's
Number 5. Sosuke Aizen from Bleach, the former captain of the 5th Division in the Gotei 13 himself. Aizen initially appeared to be very kind, well-respected captain, and was looked up to by many, especially his lieutenant Momo Hinamori. However, this was just a mask to disguise his manipulative and very dangerous nature. Truth be told, he cares very little for his underlings, and is willing to use almost everyone around him as pawns to achieve his goals. He is willing to stop at nothing to further his selfish ambitions, including manipulating or killing anyone if he deems it necessary. Just for his own amusement, he frequently toys with his underlings and controls his minions through acquired respect or fear.
Let's just take a listen to that one more time.
Disguise his manipulative and very dangerous nature. Truth be told, he cares very little for his underlings, and is willing to use almost everyone around him as pawns to achieve his goals. He is willing to stop at nothing to further his selfish ambitions, including manipulating or killing anyone if he deems it necessary. Just for his own amusement, he frequently toys with his underlings and controls his minions through acquired respect or fear.
Do not forget, Kagura. I hold your heart right here in my very...
Naraku.
Kagura, apparently Hakudoshi has died.
You know it couldn't have happened if you didn't want it to.
He was nothing but a fool, that Hakudoshi. It seems that he thought he could destroy me. Kagura, I shall grant you your freedom.
Huh? So you'll grant me my freedom?
You wish to be liberated from me, do you not? Isn't that why you disobeyed my orders, allowed Goryomaru to escape, and allied yourself with Hakudoshi?
If you were aware of it, then why? My heart.
That's right. If I were to return this to your body, you would no longer be under anyone's control. Not even mine. You'd be free at last.
It's back.
Not to worry. I was careful to avoid hitting your precious heart.
Naraku. Bastard!
Now you may go wherever you wish.
Damn, that bastard! He's cursed my body with miasma. Tell me!
Look out!
My eye!
So, Kana, now you're dead. Without having killed a single one of them, I might add. Do you regret your failure? What am I saying? How could you feel regret when you don't even have a heart?
okay, what the fuck? If it was really that easy for you to figure out who Tuxedo Mask is, why couldn't you do the same thing for Sailor V? She was in the opening sequence, and she was in the picture you used in the intro. This guy's a
Universally groans at. This would be the many annoying copies of Naraku because he's a stupid coward that just won't die. And seriously, how many copies did he make of him?
Oh.
I can't choose. I just can't. All three of them were so cool. So I'm just gonna cheat and put all three versions here. Any opening to Dragon Ball Z. Just Dragon Ball Z, mind you, since GT is something we should never ever mention.
Take the Grand Tour, GT!
Oh god, no! Now, much like Sailor Moon, different...
Let's just take a listen to that one more time.
Just Dragon Ball Z, mind you, since GT is something we should never ever mention. Though we do not understand why, we can all agree that we all have our different tastes in anime.
Okay, one more.
Take the Grand Tour, GT!
Oh god, no! You have your opinions, and we have our own. We need to respect each other as well as learn how to take a joke.
What a fucking hypocrite.
Yep, she's stupid.
It all just make you wanna puke. The moral grandstanding, the virtue signalling, the emotional incontinence.
Up to their wrongdoings does not give you, Miss Anthropony, the moral high ground to disparage the people who like Nostalgia Critic episodes. I don't care how much justice you think that you're bringing into the world because of it. If I'm not a fan of a movie or a specific trend of certain types of movies that are permeating the industry, I'm not going to say that the people who like them are idiots or are the cause of any sort of problem. And really, I don't care how popular the consensus is for how objectively terrible something like a movie is, you never ever insult anyone who does happen to like it, let alone the people who worked on it. I say this because I'm willing to accept the fact that anyone or anything that I like or dislike may say more about me than about the person or thing that I like or dislike. And don't even try to pull the "this instance doesn't apply on me" card, because it does. If you have to apply your behavior that you want to display, no matter what the circumstance. Otherwise, it's a double standard. Even if it pertains to real people, not a piece of fictional media. If someone else's beliefs ignorant, at least take the effort and fairness to recognize the possibility for ignorance and arrogance in yourself. I do my best to avoid making any judgments or harboring any grudges, even if it is something that is potentially hurtful. I try to avoid doing that, even if it's not something that's completely fictional, and something that pertains very much to reality. I have
We get into some wishy-washy territory. It's basically the plot of Nightmare Before Christmas. And yes, I did take that analogy from Todd in the Shadows.
It's complicated. You should try and be respectful of other cultures. Don't kidnap Santa Claus.
What a shameful ripoff.
The group, for the most part...
Black actor. He's a total hypocrite, and I'm sick of seeing his smug, self-satisfied face spewing out meaningless platitudes, while the media makes out like he's Jesus fucking Christ.
Using Anime Lab here in Australia. Sadly, I cannot say the same for the American audiences since Funimation and Amazon have pulled this title from their streaming services. Some think Funimation should have done their research and read the manga first, but here's what I think. Maybe simulcast dubs is a bad idea!
Gotta love the sudden screaming he does when he's
women. The worst thing about George Clooney isn't the unremitting bullshit that streams out of his mouth. It's the way he always acts as if he's got the moral high ground. You don't have the moral high ground.